guys, what's up? I'm Quinn Marie with Red Carpet Report. We are here on the set of the new Disney XD series, Lab Rats Elite Force. I'm going to go talk to the cast. So, Lab Rats Elite Force.
So,
huh?
Yeah.
So, merging two shows.
Something like that.
How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel so happy.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel so fulfilled to know that we're now friends with the Mighty Med cast. It's it's been a dream come true for me. Really has.
It's kind of cool. I mean, you know, when you first heard about it, were you kind of like, oh, this is an interesting idea? Were you like, ooh, merging two shows? They've never done this before. Is this going to work out?
Have they never done that before?
This is the first time that Disney XD's merged two shows.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it wasn't a huge shocker for me because we had filmed the crossover episode about a year ago now, and the chemistry was instant. You know, it was easy for us to just laugh together, both on camera and off camera, and so I don't think it was in anyone's mind at that point that someday we might all be working on the same show together. But I think it became very apparent to us all that it would be easy.
Sure.
So we don't. It really is the easiest job in the world.
And dynamic.
It's like not even working at all.
Yeah.
Because you wake up every morning, you drive to work, and you get to spend the whole day with your friends, and you're playing dress up and whatnot, and that's
jumping around.
Yeah, I put on makeup and I pretend to be someone else for a living. It's not too bad.
And how is it working with everyone? Is it more of a laid back set, or is everybody kind of like joking around a lot, or is there any
it's both.
pranksters or?
It's both. It's very laid back. There's next to no stress involved whatsoever.
Nice.
At least not on our side, cast member side. Obviously, crew, they've got requirements and deadlines to make and all of that. But I try not to think about all of that because it depresses me and brings me down.
It's not good for my character.
Yeah, it isn't great. It isn't great for me as a person. I have to just think that everything is amazing all the time, or else
nice.
I go into this deep depression.
I like the way you live. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah, live like Jay, if you knew what that meant. Anyway. Yeah, no, it's a little bit of both. Like very laid back, but I'm definitely a prankster.
You're the prankster.
If you can't tell yet. Yeah, It's weird because I was not the prankster on the Lab Rats set or Lab Rats Bionic Island, but I kind of adopted that role. I'm like the oldest. I'm the oldest actor on set nowadays.
Okay.
So I didn't want anyone to look up to me too much, so I had to make a fool of myself.
You decided to adopt this new role.
Yeah, and it's fun. Yeah,
the one you can't trust.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, you can definitely trust me, but
what about your character? I mean, like you're on this new series, but it's the same character. Like, what do you want to see happen to your character? Or how do you want to see your character kind of grow or change? Or
well, the cool thing about this season is that the writers did a really great job of allowing each of the characters a little bit of wiggle room to find themselves more so than they have in the previous shows.
Okay.
My character in particular is having to cope with the fact that people don't, the cast of Mighty Med, those characters, Kaz, Oliver, and Skylar, they're not used to taking orders from anyone. Whereas in Lab Rats, Adam, Leo, Bree, they all looked to Chase for the answers to everything. And Chase feeds off of that more than the audience might recognize. He, without being mission leader, he has absolutely no clue who he is.
Okay.
So he's kind of coping with that, dealing with it, swallowing his own pride, which is a difficult thing for him to do because he is a byproduct of Mr. Davenport.
Sure.
Who is probably the most vain character easily the most vain character on our show or in the world, for that matter. So it's tough for him,
Okay, so that's
he's having to find out who he is without being mission leader. He's kind of having to deal with being a puzzle piece to the whole thing as opposed to, bam, the leader of everything.
Is that something that you have in common with your character? Are you kind of a take charge guy, or?
There are a lot of different sides to my personality, not in a bipolar kind of way, but depending on my mood, I'm very silly, and then sometimes people look at me and I don't realize that they're looking at me and they're like, God, you look so serious. Because my brain is a very complex thing, so I I don't know that I'm like Chase in that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
I am very laid back. I'm a very much go with the flow kind of guy.
Okay.
I don't like to control things too much because I hate when people try to control what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So, for me, it's just fun to play that character that freaks out over everything because he's so anal about everything.
Yeah.
You know.
It can be fun to kind of do
Yeah,
that.
absolutely. It's a character.
Yeah.
You know. So
What about like physicality wise? Like how is
physically, I think I look a lot like Chase Davenport.
Really?
It's weird, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we have the same hair, same eye color.
that? I was referring to
We
like
both have
action
an
scenes,
8-pack.
but it's cool.
We both have a little junk in the trunk as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
8-pack and junk in the trunk.
Yeah.
That's good. That people are going to want to know that.
Yeah. But Chase Davenport probably wouldn't drink coffee.
All right. So
Yeah.
that's the main. That's the main
the
difference
main
between you
thing,
guys.
is that I
You
drink coffee because I need coffee to be Chase Davenport.
Awesome. So what's one thing, if you can say to the fans, like why they should watch this show? What's the one reason?
Well, I'm on it. That's a reason.
It's the best one we've gotten so far.
Jake Short's on it. You know, he played Fletcher on Ant Farm. That's another reason. We've got Gabe from Good Luck Charlie. He's on the show.
True.
Yeah. Those are 3 reasons right there. That's good enough for me.
That works, man.
But for real, if you're asking yourself, yeah, I liked Lab Rats, or I didn't like Lab Rats, but I liked Mighty Med. Why should I watch Lab Rats Elite Force? The question I ask you is why not? Because it's the best of both worlds. And even if you don't like me, you might like Jake. If you don't like Jake, you might like Paris. And, well, no one likes Paris. But, like, you know, you're going to like somebody. You're bound to like one of the 5, is my point.
Nice. Good answer. If you
Thanks.
can't convince them, confuse them.
That's
them. What I,
and then they're going to
that's
go,
what I got from
wow, I need answers. I'm going to watch that show. See?
Perfect.
It's a little Jedi mind trick that I did on you.
It worked very properly.
This has been my favorite interview all day. Thank you very much.
Nice meeting you, dude. I look forward to
You
it.
too.
Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to hit like this video, subscribe for more interviews, and leave me a comment with what you would want your superpower to be. And don't forget to tune in to Disney XD's Lab Rats Elite Force. Quinn out! Well, where did I go?